Hey everyone, it's time again for another Higher Self Expo interview. I'm super excited to have Geraldine Orozco with us. And before we introduce her, I want to go ahead and talk a little bit about what's going on. In just a couple of days is the third Higher Self Expo event. It's on Saturday, the 23rd, and it starts at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. GMT. And then, 1 in the morning in Australia, those poor Australians, they'll just have to watch the replay. But ultimately, I'm super excited because this particular event, it has a theme, as the last couple have. And this one is the 0 point of non-judgment. And so each of the 11 speakers will be talking about this topic, at the very least, just brushing on it, and mostly, though, focusing on it. And I'm super excited about Geraldine's talk because she definitely has a great angle on that whole thing. And so I would love it if we could talk to Geraldine. Hi, Geraldine.
Hello, it's such a pleasure to be here, Zane, and I'm so excited about this weekend. We have some incredible speakers, and I'm honored to be a part of it.
Yeah, absolutely. And so not only are you just speaking at this expo, but you have joined me as a co-host. So welcome to the Higher Self Expo.
Thank you. Thank you. It's such an honor, Zane, and I want to thank you for all the work, your very, very hard work, everything that you do behind the scenes to make this happen. I mean, this man is amazing. So, it's wonderful to be a part of this movement that he's creating, which is the Higher Self Expo movement. And I know that he has a lot of amazing stuff coming up for our next conference too, which will be incredible. So please stay tuned and share this and follow along to Zane's channel so that you can hear more about it.
Yeah, that is a huge way to support us. Another way to support us also is through a donation, because we do have some expenses. They're modest, they're not too bad, but anything that you can contribute helps us make this show better and better each time. And so you can do that on the higherselfexpo.com website. You can also register and be subscribe to the mailing list and get all kinds of information. Each day leading up to the event, I send a new email highlighting another one of our speakers with great detail, links to these interviews and all this stuff. So definitely sign up and help us in any way you can. It'll make a huge difference for us. All right. So all that said, I want to hear if you could go ahead and introduce yourself to our audience, because we definitely have some new folks who have joined up. So take it away.
Yeah. So my name is Geraldine Orozco. I'm the owner of Bay Area Meditation here in San Francisco, and we focus on corporate meditation programs as well as individual meditation training. And I am a pranic and quantum energy healer. I've been in the field for over 12 years, and my life completely changed in 2013 after a life-changing contact experience, interdimensional contact experience, which resulted in the activation of my psychic abilities. And it was to the point where I am able to be sensitive to what you're feeling, what you're thinking. And in a session, I have the ability of tapping into what you're seeing. So that kind of began my understanding of this incredible human body, which at first I thought was just this, this little shell on the outside. What this activation gave me an insight to what we are, which is these incredible light beings that are very complex. And that information really went deeper, my study into that in 2017 when I had a hypnosis. And I started to download and remote view different aspects of our universe, which helped me kind of piece together what we are as these organic systems of consciousness. So my focus is on studying that, understanding what it means to be human, understanding, what it means to embody this truth and emotions. And my work revolves around something called DNA reprogramming, because one of the incredible things that I found was that DNA is actually the source code to all living things, not just the immediate world that we live in, but it is the design. There's this incredible divine design of all organisms actually in this multiverse. And so we'll talk a little bit more about that in my presentation this Saturday.
Yeah, that's amazing. Okay. So I just have to unpack that just a tiny little bit. So you're saying that, and you help people with this also, but you're saying that DNA is the building block of even say our higher selves, or even say the collectives or ascended masters or angels and all that sort of thing as well.
Well, yes, yes, and what it actually means, what DNA actually is a holographic memory bank. It's an imprint of all that information. Now, we think that we are just human beings living in this three-dimensional plane. We have all these experiences, everyday life, work, family, friends, all these things that we experience here. But in reality, we're actually constantly moving in and out of dimensions. So even in this moment right now, you and I are moving out of multiple timelines. And what creates our alignment and blends us into those timelines is our intention and our awareness in that moment. But what that also means is that we have the potential, infinite potential, to create infinite possibilities. So we can either go down this road or that road. And each one of these roads that are our possible timelines connect us to fragments of ourselves. And so the concept that we are one, right? We are one is actually one of the most beautiful things, because what that means is that we are one entire organism connected to all of these ascended masters, connected to extraterrestrials, higher beings, lower beings. All of that is an extension, a holographic projection per se of what we are. And the origin point is that infinite consciousness, that creative life force energy that channels into this physical body as a projection and codes into the DNA information of everything that you have experienced up until this moment right now. So what DNA reprogramming is really about is about accessing your experiences and unpacking those under experiences that have been let's say experienced through one perspective. You begin to understand multiple perspectives, multiple possibilities, and that helps you move away from feelings of suffering, feelings of helplessness. These this kind of views that get stuck in trauma. We
Mhm.
move past that by understanding fully the bigger picture. And what that does is it allows you to expand not just your light, and what I mean by light is the source energy that moves through you, but
Mhm.
also you're becoming aware of yourself on multiple aspects, not just that one perspective of that time.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's cool because you and I do somewhat similar things, of course. And one of those things is that we actually help people use their left brain, their logical brain, in a positive way. Because often we hear the best shamans and gurus telling us that we need to kind of shut that brain down, right? So that we can live in the moment and really experience. But there, so many of us are so left brain focused. You can say that as much as you want to, but it's not that easy to just turn off that unending device that's in our head. So if we can focus that device to think of things in a different way, instead of focusing on what's wrong, but focusing on what is, then we can have huge changes in the people that we work with. And I know you're doing that exact same thing that I just said.
Exactly, Zane. And to add to what you just said, which is so important, is that also, we've come into societies which were built in a certain way. A lot, in a sense, somehow we've been indoctrinated with certain belief systems about ourselves, even just in culturally or through
Oh, yeah.
religion. We have certain perceptions that were very deeply ingrained in our subconscious mind. So we have no other reference point. And really, what we want to do is we want to find that connection between the higher self and the physical self. That's what we want to do. So it's important to engage both the right and the left brain, because you can't deny this other aspect. And that's actually exactly what I'm going to talk about this weekend. We're talking about the alpha and the omega. What is that? It's the two aspects of yourself, the duality, that when it comes into a whole, when you become aware of both those parts, that's when you enter that 0 point. That 0 point is is that moment. For example, when you see nature, it's within observation of that nature, you are observing the imperfections and also the perfections of that of what you're seeing. But in that complexity is so much beauty, and that emotion that it emotes within you, that observation, that is the 0 point. That is the most powerful creative life force that we have the potential of embodying. So, what we want to try to do with all of these lessons and lectures is to understand how to return, how to find our way, navigate through our everyday experiences, whether you're at work or with your family, with your kids, back to that point. And that's where the superhumans become activated. That's when we become activated. The DNA is activated, our bodies, and we can come into this incredible, powerful, creative life force energy that we are.
Yes, beautiful. Perfect. Okay, well, so that pretty much covers the next question, right? So what are you going to be talking about? Is there anything more that you want to add to that?
Yeah, so, well, we're going to be going through, I'll just briefly talk about what we'll be going through. I want to make it as practical and easy because just like Zane was just mentioning that, some people are left brain, and I need to understand how things function, not just because I see them in the body, but I need to understand what causes the manifestation of illness, for example, or
Mhm.
sickness in the body. And a lot of these things are connected with our emotions. So, what I want to show you is a very clear and easy understanding of how the human stores information, how in the larger picture we are a reflection of a much larger construct of this same expression of duality, which means positive, negative aspects, how they dance in the uh, creation juice or chemistry of creation, and what happens to the body when it comes into a 0 point. How do you enter that 0 point? Through your emotions, through your thoughts, physically, even in your environment, in your everyday experiences. It's important to understand how you can reach that 0 point constantly, because that is the most powerful point of creation. So I'm going to make it very simple for you to understand and give you practices also on how to reach that point on a daily basis. So that's what we're going to cover on Saturday.
Beautiful. I'm super excited.
Me too.
All right. So okay. So if somebody goes to your website, which you have listed there, GeraldineOrozco.com, what are they going to find?
Mhm. You're going to find my YouTube channel. Please do check out. And I have a lot of really awesome free content on there that you can check out. And you can get a hypnosis session. I'm a hypnotherapist, and DNA reprogramming. So if you want to schedule any of those two sessions to work one-on-one with me, please do. I also offer some incredible courses on there that are just, self-guided. You just go at your own pace, with a lot of information, and also Q&A with me included in those courses. So I'm really excited to connect with all of you, and even more excited for this weekend. If you guys have questions, comments, please put them down. We do want to accept some questions also.
Oh yeah.
So we will be so happy to take those. And I love that engagement.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, okay. I mean, I think we've kind of covered everything for this particular weekend, but you and I also have something coming up together that why don't you talk a little bit about as well?
Absolutely. So Zane and I are putting together a retreat called the 0 Point Retreat. And, we were both really inspired by the idea that this year, 2021, as a direct product of everything that's been happening over the past 10 years, really, this is where we're using the physical from the highest perspective. Okay, so how do you navigate, how to use this little vessel, this body, in order to heal yourself, in order to activate your gifts like intuition? A lot of you that are healers, to activate that and to take the next step into this modalities as a career, and also to provide a really powerful light source for your whole family, which means that you have the ability of coming into unconditional love, right? So we're going to talk about all of those things, and what this retreat is about is 2 days, well, 3 days with an intro day of nonstop understanding, lectures, workshops, applications of all these things, so that when you leave that weekend, you are completely in alignment, not just energetically in your body, but you understand how to carry, this into your life. We also have an incredible yoga teacher from Bali, Tina Trung, which will be joining us, and a sound bath available for you. So all of that is included, and we're going to have some incredible activations for Zane, and I'll let him go ahead and explain that for us.
All right. Yeah. Some of my highest vibrational activations, probably my most famous is the soul essence activation, which I'm using the energy centers of the body to do. So the meridians or the chakras or the dantians. And this is bringing forward the best versions of your past incarnations into your current one, especially as it relates to your life's purpose. So I'll be providing lots of those activations during the retreat as well. And this is an online retreat. We're not doing it in person quite yet. We weren't sure if everything was going to be open. And I think we were right. It's not going to be come February. The date is February 24th. Do I have that right?
I believe it's. Oh
We
gosh,
didn't prepare that. I didn't warn you that I was going to prop this on you, so it's all my fault.
No, it's okay. The 20th to the 21st. So I think registration is the 19th, and then it's the 20th and the 21st. Is that right?
Okay. Oh, right. Yeah. I think that's right. Yeah, because the previous weekend is Valentine's Day, February 14th. Right. It's a Sunday, so it's the next weekend after that.
That's right. So we really hope you guys can join us. And I am so honored to work with Zane. Zane is a high vibration being.
Yeah, it's the opposite
like,
way
which way? So, it's hard to find people that are on that level. And Zane really walks the talk, and he's amazing. So I am honored to do that. Please join us. Registration is available on my website, and we can put the link down below so you can check that out. We also have some videos with more information about that you can check out on the YouTube channels. I think it's on yours too, right, Zane?
I don't think I have the video on mine.
Oh, okay.
So I'll add that.
Okay, yeah, you can put it on yours.
Yeah.
But awesome. So we're happy, and we'll see you on Saturday.
Yeah. And of course, the honor is mine to be able to work with you because you are awesome and amazing as well. So it's a great combination.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Zane.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Okay. Well, then I think we'll say goodnight for tonight, and we'll see everybody in just a few days. It's coming up fast.
That's right. See you then.
All right. See you. Bye, everybody. Thank you.